Today it's match day again, this time Coppa Italia, Juve Empoli, 9 p.m. Italian time in our stadium. You know what we need? We need a win. We need a convincing win. We need a win with a lot of goals. We need a night of fun. We need a night of celebrations, multiple celebrations. We need a night where we love our team, where we love our coach, where we love our players, where we love each other. Juventini, all united for 95 minutes of joy. Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you're all doing well. For the people that are living abroad and not always they have the right for broadcasting, they are not able to watch Coppa Italia, you know it, here we do the pre-game, the watch-along and the post-game. So if you feel a bit alone, Juventini, you know the space where to find us here, because you will not be alone. A lot of Juventini of the world will be here in the chat, interacting with me, but also with each other. So here, before the game, during the game, and after the game. When I'm telling you that we need a night of fun, a win, a convincing win, but a win with a lot of goals, I'm telling you that because it will not make that we forget PSV elimination, that is still hurting a lot of us. We will not think that we are first in Serie A. That game of today will not change the destiny of Serie A because it's a total different competition. But we need a win today, a convincing win, a win with a lot of goals, because we need a bit for 95 minutes to forget a bit. Forget about and seeing our team playing football, convincing us, giving us joy. We need joy. We need smiles. We don't need to wait until the 92nd minute with a lot of stress. Today we must avoid stress. Today we must think about nothing else than just that competition where usually we start quite well. Do you remember last year we won 6-1 against Salernitana, 4-0 against Frosinone before going into the semi-final against Lazio and then winning the trophy in the final? Well, we started quite well with that 4-0 against Cagliari. Today we have another opportunity against Empoli. Does that mean that it will be a piece of cake, that it will be extremely easy? No. But we need and we must make it look like it's easy. And I don't believe that I'm the only one that really want to share that beautiful night with Juventini. I also believe that Thiago Motta is thinking the same. Because today we see it in Tuttosport, Kolo Muani plus Vlahovic. Svolta Motta. Motta is changing. He goes towards, for the very first time, Kolo Muani and Vlahovic together. Juve all in for the Coppa Italia. Vlahovic and Kolo Muani for the first time they are started together. That's the title not only on Tuttosport but also on Gazzetta dello Sport. We know it. Dusan Vlahovic this season 14 goals, 5 goals for Kolo Muani. Can they combine? Can they offer us a lot of goals for a fantastic night? We will discover it. But when I'm reading Juve all in for Coppa Italia, I really believe in it, because when we are looking at the predicted lineup, looks like we go with more or less the best possible team that we have at disposal today. Looks like Gazzetta and Tuttosport are nearly aligned, at least 10 on 11. For Gazzetta, Perin into the goal, even if there are some rumors that are telling me not 100% sure Perin starting. For what? I don't know. But Perin is at the moment there instead of Di Gregorio. Don't be surprised if we see Di Gregorio starting today. Wea, Gatti, Kelly, Cambiaso is the starting defense. Then we see Thuram, Locatelli, Nico Gonzalez, Weston McKennie, Kolo Muani and Dusan Vlahovic up front. That small change is the one of co-manners that should play according to Tuttosport instead of Locatelli. So we have 11 that are more or less there. And when we see it, of course, we are thinking about one thing. This team is possibly the best one that Thiago Motta could put on paper. At least this is what he thinks he's the best. Of course, we can speak about the Yildiz, why is he not playing, about Conceição, what about Bangula. But the most biggest question is, why are not Rui playing, Alberto Costa playing? Why are we not resting McKennie or letting him play on the left side as a left back and resting Cambiaso? Well, of course, we have all these questions, and probably I would have gone with a different lineup as the one that we see here. Is it 100%? Is it confirmed? No, we will wait later today. But of course, I have the same questions as you. Then, if we are playing with that team, it means one message. Thiago Motta wants to go all in for the Coppa. He wants to go for it. He really wants to go and win that game. Maybe because he's thinking like Gazzetta dello Sport, that is telling us the coach wants to beat Empoli to try to win a trophy, because the Scudetto is already gone. and after the flop in Champions League. This is what they are writing. Guys, I told you that I don't believe in the Scudetto. Really, all the planets, all the stars, the galaxy, the Milky Way needs to be aligned for this to happen. But I think that Gazzetta dello Sport, with 12 games to play in Serie A, with Juventus as only -8, writing today, after the Scudetto that is already gone, lo Scudetto ormai andato, probably they are anticipating it a bit too much. I'm curious to see if this weekend there is a draw between Napoli and Inter, if Juventus is able to beat Verona, if we are there at -6, how they will change that narrative. I'm really curious about that narrative of Gazzetta dello Sport, if things... That will not happen, but if things are going into that direction, I'm really curious if Juventus is able then to beat Atalanta, what they will write, what they will tell us. Attenzione, don't go too fast, Gazzetta. But anyway, if they see us as underdogs, why not? Better than maybe today already seeing on Tuttosport. Pazza idea, crazy idea, Scudetto Juve. They are giving us actually the quotes from the bookmakers that Juventus was at quote 100, so impossible to win the Scudetto, where today they are at quote 16, which means that they start to believe that Juventus can win the Scudetto. What about you? Let me know, guys, what you think about it. Now, second topic, Douglas Luiz, off. Douglas Luiz, it's over. Douglas Luiz out. Yesterday we were waiting for something that we already anticipated here before the medical test. Douglas Luiz is out for 1 month. So we hope to recuperate him after the international break, means the end of the month of March. Yesterday I told you for the very first time that I start to go towards the direction of really giving up on Douglas Luiz, thinking about what other teams can go and sign him in the summer mercato. There are some voices, we know it. Sorry. True or not, that Newcastle is interested in Douglas Luiz. We know that there are a lot of offers from Premier League. There were Manchester United in the last few hours of the mercato that tried. Manchester City tried as well, even if they wanted a loan. Look, a Newcastle that would be interested maybe with a swap and money from Juventus to the English team for Tonali, why not? Absolutely, if you give me Tonali, I would absolutely welcome him. Until a few days ago, I was still giving a chance until the end of the season to Douglas Luiz. I was really hoping that he would show us the quality that he have, because the qualities are absolutely not in doubt. Never have doubted about the qualities from the Brazilian number 26. But of course, it's a player that not only he didn't show us with continuity, but has a lot of injuries, something that never happened before. We saw it in his entire career from Vasco da Gama in 2016 until 2024 at Aston Villa. He missed only 16 games. This season only at Juve, he missed already 16 games, which is a total disaster, which is really a total disaster. Well, am I blaming Giuntoli for that deal? There are a lot of things where I'm blaming Giuntoli about, but probably not on that one, because the formula was quite creative. First of all, it was a player that was out of project, Weston McKennie, and a young player, Ealing Jr. Then he was able to find an alternative, Ealing Jr. and Barrenechea, to actually decrease the request of Aston Villa. I think we went for him from 35 million euro. Which is quite okay, of course, inserting 2 players, but it's a player that was one of the best midfielders of Premier League, a player that nobody was doubting about his physical tenure, about the physicality of the player. Never injured, never missing games, and it turned out to be a total flop at Juve. It is the reality, guys. It's really a reality. And you know, with starting a new season with 1 bet, I can take it. If we start the new season with 2 bets, especially 2 bets, Koopmeiners and Douglas Luiz, would be hard, would be extremely difficult, probably too much for a Juve that is in a rebuild phase. It would be too much. So I would go for at the moment, I think that the journey of Douglas Luiz is over. Then, if you tell me that he's coming back in March, and from March until the end of May, maybe in that Club World Cup, he's able to change the midfield of Juve with performance after performance after performance, the one that we were all expecting, welcome Douglas Luiz. But I start really to doubt about it. We go towards the last topic. Attenzione! Because yesterday there was a game. There was Inter-Lazio in that quarter-final to arrive to the semi-final to play against Milan. Inter won 2-0. Inter that honestly, they played better. They played for a long part of their game with a bit their B team, Taremi, Arnautovic, Aslani, Fratesi. They were playing really with a B team, but they were stronger than Lazio. I'm not saying that first 30 minutes of the game were actually Lazio was even trying. They were pushing. They also remember that they were able to already beat them in Serie A. So they were really trying with a fantastic, beautiful player, Isaacson that played really well until the 30th minute, I believe, where, for what reason, I don't know, maybe because he was playing too well, he received a yellow card for simulation. Strange, really strange. And there you see that Lazio start to be scared. You see that Inter, they start to push, and then that's where the goal comes. If we are reading at Gazzetta dello Sport, all great, all fantastic. Inter da derby, because it will be Milan, Inter, Milan. They are opening with a duel from Arnautovic. Then Çalhanoğlu is actually making it 2-0 with a penalty. Inzaghi is saying also Darmian is knocked out on the wings. We are a bit in emergency. If you didn't watch the game, you say Inter was too strong. It's over. No controversy. Nothing happened in that game. Except that there are also other journalists that this time are doing their job. On Corriere dello Sport, you are saying Arna letale, so lethal weapon, a bit playing with the word Arnautovic, Arma in Italy, but they are telling us arbitro, referee, and VAR, a total disaster. Inter is in the semi-final and it will be derby, showing us also a bit a picture. For the people that didn't watch what happened yesterday, there is a corner kick, that ball goes in the air, has been deflected out of the box, and you have an Arnautovic that is scoring, honestly, a fantastic goal. A super goal. That ball comes from the air. He's going with his left foot in the angle. Impossible. Great, fantastic goal. Even me, I was watching the game with my son. I was saying, that's a really beautiful goal. Except that the goal is probably not valid. Because we know it, there is passive, there is active offside. There is a real huge passive offside with two players that are in front of the goalkeeper that are actually not giving him that visibility. LOV, line of vision. This is how it's called in referee language. And none of the VAR were actually saying it's a goal that needs to be cancelled. By the way, the one that was as VAR was the same one that didn't give the penalty to Vlahovic after the push of Luperto. The same VAR. Strange, huh? Really strange. So nobody was actually speaking about it, but it's strange because one time you cancel that goal, one time you are not cancelling that goal, and I don't know anymore what to judge, what is right, what is wrong. Look, it happened in the same competition last year with Milan that scored exactly the same fantastic, beautiful goal with a goal for passive offside totally cancelled, while for Inter they are giving it. Really strange. It's strange that it's always going towards one team and not the other one, huh? But it's really strange. Now, the funny thing is that then I heard from Italian television that an ex-referee, Cesari, but also ex-Inter player Ranocchia, they were speaking about it, where the referee says, look, that's a controversy because that's a goal that needed to be cancelled. And then you know how they justified that goal has been okay, that it was awarded, that it was 1-0 for Inter, because they said probably the goal was too beautiful. And nobody was thinking about cancelling it. Guys, from now on, apparently on the 26th, but actually since yesterday night, 25th of February, when Inter, not the other teams, and when Inter is scoring beautiful goals, you don't need to go to VAR. The referee doesn't need to cancel that goal because the goal is too beautiful. Anyway, guys, it is what it is. Apparently, it's like that. From now on, we need also to put that as a new rule. If Inter is scoring fantastic goal, that it's offside, that it's not offside, that it's a handball, that is a foul, whatever, you leave the goal because the goal is too beautiful. You know what is funny is that Gazzetta dello Sport are not even mentioning it. Not even mentioning it. For them, there is nothing. Nothing happened. Wow, a jewel for Arnautovic. Guys, it will be difficult. I tell you, it will be extremely difficult to go and believing in that Scudetto or whatever. It is what it is. It is me. Let's focus on Juve. Let's focusing on tonight. A night of fun. This is what we are requesting. A win, a convincing win, and hopefully a win with a lot of goals. Grazie, forza, Juve.